He has those really good plays, and it felt amazing, really. Just they bring it every single night, but some games are a little different than others. Today was one of those.
When you guys have a couple first plays like you did tonight, you guys okay, we're in the right headspace, we're gonna have a good night. Can you tell right away?
Yeah. I think it's kind of like you said, just little moments in the game where you get that confidence uplifted and the momentum is kind of going your way. The arena's giving you all the energy in the world, and you kind of just feel like you got them. But that's when you really just gotta put your foot down and keep going.
Koby, you talked last week about a mentality change, how that affected practice, how it was affecting the defense. What was the mentality like tonight?
Exactly the same. I think it's becoming a habit now where every single day I wake up and let's go, let's get it. It's just a good feeling to know that the coaches and my teammates they got my back and they got that for me. And I want to do it for them. And I think it's been paying off pretty much.
Yeah. Is there a certain mantra or something like that you kind of put through your head when you're trying to get into that mentality when game day does roll around?
I think it's just waking up and just saying to myself every day, it's not gonna be one practice or one game. It's got to be consistent. Every single day, no matter what I'm doing. That's kind of just been the mentality that
Hope talked about a conversation that you had with him earlier this season, maybe a couple of weeks ago. Is that something that came out of that conversation, or something separate?
For sure. I think he kind of just let me see everything from a different perspective. And I love having conversations with him because obviously he's a great guy, great coach, and I feel like he wants the best for me. So I'm always hear him out, and he has some really good things to say to me. And I think it's really how it's
The last two games arguably been the best defensive games that you guys had in SEC play. Just what kind of mindset shift you kind of get refocused on the defensive edge?
I think it's just taking it personally. There's just been a lot of talks about us not being a good defensive team, and I think everybody in that locker room knows that we are a good defensive team. So it's just about showing it and doing every single possession, and really understanding how important every possession is in the game, and how, like I said, you got to take it personally. Defense is a battle, and you just got to put your whole heart into it.
Lamont's so important to this team when he goes down. How do you guys keep that from impacting those of you that are still out there?
Sorry, can you say that?
How do you guys, keep that from sucking the energy out of the play? Stay focused.
Yeah. I think it's just we understand how important the game is, and obviously it sucks to see a man go down, but even it just goes to show the kind of guy he is. I remember going back into the timeout, and that's after he had gone out and everything. I was like, are you okay, man? Everything good? He's like, yeah, I'm good, man. Just win this game. He just. That's who he is, He just wants us to win. He wants us to do it for each other. He's not about himself, he's about the team. So, that moment was kind of I'm a little worried about him, but he wants us to win the game, so we got to hurry.
What does it say about this team that in those moments you guys do just kind of seem to have what it takes? 7 wins against top 15 competition. You just kind of always find a way.
Yeah, we're a resilient team. We battled adversity throughout the whole year, and we know that's going to continue to happen. Whether it's home or away, whatever the situation is. And we know that we got to keep fighting. We don't run from the fight ever. We run towards it, if anything. So it's something that I love about this group, and I think it's going to take us a long way.
Piggybacking off this question, you guys are 7-1 against ranked teams. What is it about this team that plays its best in the lights of the brightest?
I think first of all, I think it has a lot to do with where we are. Obviously, University of Kentucky, high standards here, and I feel like the lights are always on, and everybody's always watching. So you got to bring your all every single game, and we don't treat those games differently. We treat them like every single game that we play, and we have great coaches that come up with great game plans, and I feel like anytime we follow them and do a really good job at that, then we always come out.
What's it been like watching the growth of Trent and Noah down there? They went from barely playing to now they're playing huge roles in big games like tonight.
Man, it's really, I feel like it brings a smile to everybody, man. Just understanding what it's like to be in their position. Obviously we've all gone through that, and it's really hard, but the fact that they're still able to come in every single day and just give it their all, and you never really know when your name is going to be called, but you're always ready for it. And I feel like they've done a great job of that, and I feel like Scott's really the limit. I'm gonna be an everyday guy, it's not. I told Coach, he's like, "Are you gonna bring that same energy today?" And I'm like, "Coach, I'm doing this every game, every practice now. It's just just about me just trying to better myself and understand that I'm not just doing it for myself, but for my team as well. So, you know, just trying to go out there and give my all every time.
Was the no look? Was that impromptu? It was a no look, right?
It was.
How cool was that play? And just to see the league kind of blow up.
Yeah, that was probably one of the time plays of my career, honestly. Just talking to O about it, he cut at the perfect time. Once I saw him move, I was like, oh yeah, that's perfect. But yeah, it was a great feeling, man, just to have that kind of play and, you know, such a big game like that. And to do it at home even more, you know, it made it more special. So it was a good feeling for sure.
What does it take when, you know, Lamont goes down and you guys played without him and had played different style, different roles? He's back in, then leaves. It's like, you know, you guys are having to be flexible so much, which is a strength. It's got to be frustrating too, but is that a strength that you feel like everyone should appreciate?
Yeah, I feel like this team is really good in, you know, adverse situations. I think there's some situations that you can't really like plan for and you can't prep for. You know, having two people like them, you know, go down, but we just have so many guys that are super confident and resilient, and they're able to step up for us, you know, so it's kind of like a next man up mentality, and everybody's been doing it really good.
It seems like you've been getting more into the paint these last few games, a lot more, and then either getting some creative finishes or looking for guys like you did with Ortega tonight. Is that like, you know, something you've been trying to do, like, specifically?
For sure. I don't go into the game, you know, like, thinking about what exactly I'm going to do, but I know it's a part of my game, you know, so I know that I'm being run off the line a lot, and obviously all the attention goes to my shooting. Everybody wants to make sure I don't get shots, but I feel like I have counters to get, so just getting some paint touches and, you know, trying to get a bucket for myself, for my teammates, and I know that's something I can do.
Is that something you had to do much in the past, back going to Dayton, or is that kind of newish?
Not really. I feel like in a way I've always had it, but I just, you know, didn't have quite the opportunity to, you know, kind of do those things. But, you know, here, like, Coach emphasizes like how he wants me to do those things. You know, he talks to me every day about getting paint touches, getting in there with 2 feet, and, you know, just making the right decision. So it's something that I feel a lot more comfortable with doing.
Taking a flash poll, do you prefer Mountain Mamba or Holler Baller for Trenton?
I like Mountain Mamba, man, just because of where he comes from, and, you know, I'm a big Koby Bryant fan too, and I see Mamba in him for sure. So I think I'm gonna go with that one for sure.
What's he done to get to this point where he can score, you know, 11 against the best defensive team in the country?
Honestly, just his preparation, you know, just the fact that he's come in every single day since he's been here, and he's put in like the hardest work, you know, like something that every single day you know what you're gonna get from him, and it's like not just in games but in practices, man. Like, he goes hard all the time. And it's like things like that, you know, they go a little bit unnoticed, but in times like this is where you get to like reflect on it a little bit.
When you have a team with a lot of older guys and then a handful of younger guys like that, how gratifying is it for you older guys when you see one of the young guys get to have moments like this, knowing how hard he's working?
For me personally, like, it's such a good feeling. Just like it kind of feels like watching myself a little bit, just because I remember, you know, being in their shoes and going through those moments and having a big moment, big game like that. And it's just like I said, man, those guys, they put in the work. So just to see them, you know, see the work pay off, like I think it's going to give them a lot more confidence and just, you know, make sure that they keep going. So
They say
definitely makes me very happy.
There's a point at a fresh.